Liz.
Yes.
So I've come up with a quote. It
Okay.
no longer takes a lifetime to become a master of your reality. So I feel like that's a pretty good quote coming from somebody who has a hard time talking.
Actually, yeah. I mean, that's really true. Super true.
So I have a question.
Yes.
So when it comes to unlocking the secrets of the universe, what
Hmm.
does that mean when it comes to cogno-conscious?
You know what I think it means? It means opening up the way the universe looks, sounds, tastes, feels to you. Everybody thinks the secrets of the universe are somewhere out there, and they're not. They're literally right here. And it's how you experience them, what the impact they have on your life, how it changes what you think about what the world really is and is about. That's what changes during cogno conscious, because you go in with this set of perspectives, who you are right now, all the trauma that you've ever had in your life, the genetics you came in with, the opinions of the people you were raised with, your parents, your religious beliefs. You come in, and that's the only perspective you can see through. It's like those are the colored glasses you have on. And those glasses look a lot like a kaleidoscope, pulling you here and there and everywhere, and causing you to respond in a very automatic way that isn't necessarily what you want. With cogno conscious, it sort of starts to clear away the kaleidoscope effect. And you come out clearly seeing what this life is really about. And the secrets of the universe are no longer secrets. They're really just yours, and tools. It's just tools to live your life in the way that you now choose, rather than in the way that you've been kind of pulled and pushed into believing, feeling, knowing, thinking.
Okay, and so we're probably going to talk about this in depth in a different episode somewhere. And you kind of already answered a little bit of it, but shadow work is a really big topic right now. Every time I open my TikTok, somebody's talking about doing shadow work. So, would you say that cogno conscious is a super intense, fast way to do shadow work? And how is it different from what people really believe you have to go through to do shadow work? Does that make sense?
Well, first of all, I don't like the term shadow work. I really never have. Your shadow is the sun shining on you and the result of that. So it never made sense to me. I think the idea is that you have these deep, dark secrets that need to be dredged up and lived through and corrected, right? Is that kind of what you would say it is too?
Yeah, like the things, I guess, in the shadows of you that you have to bring up and fix. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a really good point. I think it's a way they're talking about things that are unknown to you that are affecting your life. But with cognitive movement, we know that those things are an artifact in your nervous system. They're not out there looming somewhere. You don't have a closet of them that you open and go, what? It's really, they're artifacts in your nervous system. And what I mean by artifacts is things that came from another time in your life that you just are not consciously aware of. So it's not right here, but your subconscious is constantly aware of them and manipulating them, using them to color your perspective, right? Creating automated responses, the thing you do, the way you do, the certain kind of a way you feel. And what we know is those can be easily just adjusted out of your system. You don't have to go through them. You don't have to go through a dark night of the soul to just delete those things out of your system. So with Cogno Movement, they become available in your conscious mind, like they show up on your computer screen. and you push the accept or delete button. You now have the choice. So they're not dark and scary things. They now are just a real opportunity to be like, oh, okay, that's why that works that way in my life. Delete. No, thank you. And then your system resets, and then you get to have a fresh perspective on life. So to me, that's a major difference. And a reason to not have that necessity of going through this dark, scary, down the dark, scary alley to get to the place where the light's back on your face again.
Yeah, and I think with Cogno Conscious, like we say it's really intense. It's kind of hard. It's a difficult thing, but it's not in the way that, like this shadow work journal that's so viral, that you're, writing down all the things and bringing up all of these things. And then you have to go cry in a corner for a couple of days, and you have to go through these like treacherous things. Like Cogno Conscious is 4 days, and you have personal help with getting through those things. So yeah, you might cry, but it's gonna last 30 to 60 seconds, maybe. Like you're not gonna leave the first day sobbing. Like it's completely different than what regular shadow work that people tell you it is.
Well, the hard part is it's very, very physical is one part of it. So there's a little bit of it's a marathon, those 4 days. You're using up a lot of energy, but like you said, there's a lot of support, and you do very rapidly experience these things, clear them out, experience, clear them out, experience, clear them out. And so that's a lot to do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to pretend like Cogno Conscious is like airy fairy. It's
Yeah.
not, but it is a heck of a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Do have tears, and they have anger when they see things pop up in their, on their computer screen of their mind. Oh, that's why that happened. But there's also a lot of laughter where people realize something that they feel like has been plaguing them their whole life wasn't even true. Or, dang, it did not happen like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you leave, it's like having a super shower on the inside of your body. It really just feels like everything comes out so much cleaner,
Like somebody pressure washed your organs.
Yeah, I mean, that's a really good way of putting it. It does feel like that. And then there is an adjustment period after, because it's like I said before, the world looks different. You have a different set of information that you're now functioning on. You're functioning on a whole lot more of the truth about yourself and your life. And all of that is not so dark and scary like shadow work. It's like, woohoo, look what I can do. Right? It's like having lost 40 pounds in 4 days. Some people actually really do lose weight during it, but you just feel lighter and easier. But it's functional, it's physical. You don't just leave with a new idea, you leave as a new human, because your body and mind are talking to each other themselves in a whole new way. All your reactions are new because you're working off this new set of truth, of information.
So bringing it back to the first part and kind of in closing, when I said it no longer takes a lifetime or lifetimes, some people say, to become a master of your reality. If you've gone on the Cogno Conscious page, just to even look at it, there's all these testimonials, all these cool things. And we always say, like, Cogno Conscious isn't a regular seminar. We're not lecturing for hours. You don't get pumped and then leave, and then it's gone again and you're back in the same pattern. When people leave, we've had more than one person just from one seminar. As soon as they get to the airport, they've healed somebody.
Yeah. Way more than one person. A lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of people. So like the changes are instant, and you get even more changes as you go.
Well, yeah, and long lasting. So we have lots of instant things that happen during the seminar. We had somebody last time get a call literally in the middle of the night from the other side. They heard from their parents who'd passed away. Like, that's a weird one. But we also, during the seminar, have had people get a message from someone they've had trouble with in their life saying, oh my gosh, I just realized I'm so sorry. You know,
Sometimes
can we work
it's
this out?
sometimes it's the exact person they were working on
And
in the session.
yeah, a lot of times it's the exact person they were working on. This is why we say you become the master of the universe. Like you said, like you're doing the work through your physical body and it is connecting with them wherever they are. Our energy is so interconnected. People just do not realize that it's happening. But the long-term effects, like we've had a person a year later reach out and tell us and show us a picture of themselves living in their dream house on the exact same dream beach they wanted. Another person was able to rent a house that was not available for rent. It was a very specific chalet in a very specific place. So I'll tell you what somebody told me today, literally today. This person I ran into, she's a client locally in my town, and she said, I need to tell you something. She went like this. She said, I know you told me that this would happen, but the work that you do is so profound and it's profound over time. I think I worked with her maybe 18 months ago. And she said, it's in all these little things, in the way I think, in the way I do, in the way I move. She said, but the way it changes the people around you, the way it changed the people in my life and the circumstances, everything is different. She said, I can't even tell you how profound and different it is. So she knew I told her that it would be in little things and she probably wouldn't even remember some of them. But she said, as I look back from the time that we worked together, I'm a different person. And I think that's what's so profound. You leave actually a different person.
Yeah, we have a lot of those people. We have somebody who went to the last one and is coming to this next one. And in between the one in March and this one, her entire life is completely different. And she's even still, she's like, oh my God, like this happened and that happened. Like, what do I do? But it's all these really cool things that she's always like, this is amazing. I'm still getting crazy things happening. And she does do her Cognomovement a lot too. But
Yeah,
that
you have to be ready
yeah,
to be a different person.
yes, you
Yeah.
have to absolutely be ready. So anyway, I'm going to close this out. We're going to have lots of other conversations about this. But do you have any ending thoughts before I tell everybody the details?
Yeah, I just want to say about Cogno Conscious specifically, if you're hearing our voice and this feels like it is for you, you know who you are. When a person is ready, they show up at this event and not a minute before. So if it's not working out for you, don't suffer around that. But if you're like, hey, it looks like I can do this thing and I'm ready, come on down. We're waiting for you. We're expecting you. Every group that shows up is unique. And every group that shows up, we make bigger and bigger changes. So if you're part of this group, I just want to invite you, welcome you, and come hang out with me and Bill face to face. We're a lot of fun in person.
It's very true. A lot of fun. And, I'm the Bill and Liz wrangler. So hard to wrangle, which actually is really great for you guys because that means you get lots of extra stuff. But it is amazingly fun to hang out with Bill and Liz in San Diego and to have that personal interaction for Cogno Conscious. It's crazy. It's amazing. So thank you so much for answering my questions. I did not tell her what we were talking about before this call, but we're going to give you just some details now about Cogno Conscious. There are exactly 3 spots left, only 3. So if you're planning on coming to Cogno Conscious, get those tickets now. It's October 5th through 8th. It's going to be at the Marina Village Conference Center in Mission Bay, San Diego. And there's lots of information at cognomovement.com/cognoconscious. But hurry up and look at that page, look at those testimonials, and get that ticket. They are going fast. And we have these 3 tickets because some people weren't able to go. So that's why we have those tickets now. So definitely get those. And if you have any questions at all, email me at info@cognomovement.com. And wherever you're seeing this, contact me if you want 10% off of that ticket. We'll see you next time.